Hello and welcome to the class. We'll continue with the unit 2, Ancient Architecture in India. So here we have discussed earlier the various types of formal letters, that is letter of complaint and letter of inquiry. Now we move on to letter of requisition. Now what does letter of requisition mean? A letter of requisition is a formal letter in which we request a particular favor or service from an organization or individual. The content in a letter of requisition can be organized in the following manner. So in the first paragraph, you can introduce yourself and state the reason for writing the letter. In the second paragraph, you can add the supporting details. And in the third, you can add additional details if necessary and restate the request. So you can arrange a letter of requisition into 3 paragraphs. So what is actually a letter of requisition? It's a request letter. A letter of requisition is a formal letter in which we request a particular favor or service from an organization or individual. So it can be divided into three paragraphs. The first paragraph should be, you should introduce yourself and state the reason for writing the letter, add supporting details and add additional details if necessary, and restate the request. So again, there is an important point mentioned there. It is important that a polite and courteous tone is maintained throughout the letter. So earlier in a letter of complaint, it was advised that you should follow a polite tone, polite as well as a firm tone. But here, what tone? The letter should be polite and courteous because you are requesting for something. You are requesting for a favor. And so your tone should be polite and courteous, not firm. So first you have the sender's address, isn't it? The sender's address. Then you have the date line. Next, you have the receiver's address. Then you have the opening salutation. The salutation, that is, dear sir. Dear sir. Next, you have the subject line. That is, requisition to return my caution deposit for library books. This is your subject line. So next is a brief introduction, isn't it? As mentioned earlier, introduce yourself and state the reason for writing the letter. So here it is a brief introduction and reason for writing the letter. So what is the reason? I am a final year student of ECE department. I am writing this letter to request a refund of the caution deposit for the student book loan scheme. So this is a brief introduction and the statement of the problem or the reason for writing the letter. The next paragraph is again supporting details. So next paragraph, for the past 4 years, I have been availing of the student book loan scheme offered by the college, and for this purpose, I had paid rupees 2,000 as a caution deposit in 2014. So again, next paragraph is the additional details and restating the request. I have successfully appeared for the final semester examinations and will be passing out in June 2018. Therefore, I request you to make arrangements for the refund at the earliest. Again, here you have the complimentary clause. Thanking you, yours sincerely, this person's name and signature. So this is a sample requisition letter. So we move on. Here there are 2 letters given for you as a task. Task 14. Write letters of requisition based on the following situations. There are 2 situations given. You have to write letters following those for those situations. You are working on a project for which you would need to use the computer lab beyond the working hours. Write a letter to the Dean Academics stating a request and clearly mentioning the timings during which you propose to use the lab. Next, you have another letter, a question. You have completed your internship from an organization. Your on-site supervisor is required to provide a report on your performance, which is to be submitted to your head of the department. Write a letter of requisition requesting your on-site supervisor to provide the report. So these two, you have to write letters based on the sample provided in the previous slide. So next we move on to the resume and job application. So what do you mean by a resume? It is a brief description of yourself, your biodata. So one type of so every time you see an advertisement in the paper for a job application, you have to send the application along with the resume as well as the cover letter. So to make a proper resume is a difficult job. You have to look at the job requirements and make your resume. And always be sure that you put in the exact details or the truth in your resume. So the first one here, what is given is one type of advertisements that you commonly find in newspapers and on online portals is job related. When looking for new job opportunities, it becomes important to be able to understand and respond to these advertisements. Although many corporations use online forms to assess applicants' information, knowing how to create a resume and a cover letter is still an important skill. A resume tells the employers that what they would like to know about an applicant before they can shortlist them for an interview. It usually carries information pertaining to the candidate's educational qualifications, professional experience, achievements, and strengths. It is basically a document that showcases your suitability for the job in question. So actually, the employer, your prospective employer, would see your resume before they see you. So first they go through your resume and then you are shortlisted. They see whether you are fit for the job and then you are shortlisted for the interview. So the first thing that the employer goes through is your resume. So it should be written accordingly with all the required specifications. So we move on to the next slide, that is a sample resume for freshers. So now here there's a sample resume. Now the name is written on top, Pavan Verma, and his address as well as the email ID is given on top here. If you want, you can put up your mobile number also over here. And then you have the academic qualifications. So first the degree. First you go in a descending order here. First you go with your latest qualification, that is the BTech in computer science, the institute, the university, year of passing, and your percentage. Same way 12th and 10th. Okay, so this is the resume of a fresher. Now here you might not have any job experiences as such, so you can write your training as well as projects undertaken or any internship that you have done or any other courses that you have attended. The details of your project you can give here. So here the name of the institute or organization and project details. So here the name of the organization is given, the project details is given, and how many months, the duration of the project is given. Same way another one with the same format. Next you go on with the additional qualifications. So computer proficiency. So what are the extra languages that you have learned? And all those things you have, your computer skills, you can put it up here. Next, you have your achievements. Any achievements if you have, like ranks or prizes that you have received, or certain qualifying examinations that you have passed, that you can mention here. See, this person has written meritorious position in the mathematics Olympiad in class 10. Then certificate of credit in mathematics in the international competition for schools organized by the CBSE. Next, participated in and organized cultural events in the college fest. So this is additional information or your achievements. Next, we have the personal details. So your date of birth, gender, and languages, no. So remember, if you have not put your phone number on the top, you can add it here as well. So this is a sample resume for a fresher. So next we move on. We move on to the cover letter. So always a job application or a resume should be accompanied with a cover letter. So a job application or a cover letter can be also known as a job application letter or a cover letter is what goes with the resume. So it is used to introduce yourself in short. You will state what job you're interested in and why you think you are suitable for that job. A cover letter should motivate the employer to read further about you in the resume. So an impressive cover letter and resume are the first steps towards bagging the job that you want. So these are the first steps. As I told you earlier, it is your resume that the employer, your prospective employer, will go through before you will be called for the interview. So the cover letter should be very impressive so that the employer is forced to go through your resume. So here is a sample cover letter for you. First, again, like all the formal letters, you have the address, the sender's address, then you have the date, then you have the receiver's address. See, look at that, the name, designation, and address of the person you're writing to. Here also, here your name as well as the place you're writing from. Then here you have the salutation. You can put in their name here in place of sir or madam, or if you don't know their name, you just can write sir or madam. If you're sure if it is a man, you can write dear sir, or if you're sure if it's a lady, you can write dear madam. And if you're not sure, you can write dear sir oblique madam. Okay. Next, you have the subject line. So what does the subject state? Applying for the post of data entry assistant with reference to the advertisement in Hindustan News dated 10th March 2016. So this is a detailed subject line. So subject line, what does it do? The subject line helps the reader to know what the letter is about immediately. Now, without further reading the whole letter. And then the first paragraph is explain why you are suitable for the job. So here is an explanation given why you are applying for that job and how well you fit into that position. Next, you have conclude by mentioning your key strengths as per the job requirements. So in the advertisement, they would ask you for certain requirements of the job. So if you're suitable, you would mention all those points or highlight all those points here. Next, you have now the thank you. Thank you in advance for your time and consideration. I look forward to hearing from you soon. So here is again, next is the signing off or the complimentary close. Yours faithfully, your name. And here under that you write enclosure. And what is that you're enclosing? You are enclosing your resume. So that should be mentioned here in the cover letter. Okay, so next, this is a sample cover letter. Go through that. Next, we come to the end of this unit. Here we have task 18. There is an advertisement given for you. See, based on the models discussed in this unit, create a resume and cover letter for this job advertisement. So an advertisement is given here. So you have to make a resume as well as a cover letter for this job. Look at all the specifications, what they are asking for or looking in the candidate, and you have to apply. So to apply, so please email your resume and mention all these things are given. So go through this, and according to that, you have to write a resume, a sample or a model resume and a cover letter. Next, again, you have, this is the last task in this unit, that is unit 2, task 19. In pairs, exchange the cover letter and resume that you have created. Check your partner's work to see if all the required information has been provided. Suggest improvements where possible. So all these things you have to, so task 19 is a continuation of task 18. So here there's a advertisement given for you. You have to create a resume and a cover letter based on the models that are provided for you. So with this, we come to an end of this unit, that is unit 2, Ancient Architecture in India. So here we can end the class. Thank you. Thank you for listening.